Part 18 of Smiling Whiteness, the poetry of David R. Smith. The years. The master answers the question. The master answers the question. The people ask, how long does it take to reach the radiant form of the Holy Ghost? The master answered the question, 4 or 5 hours. Then he was worried that was too much for people to take and said at least 2 your half hour. But he did answer the question. Salt, sand, sun, salt, sand, air, water, rocks. Sun, salt, sand, air, water, rocks. After my swim, my body was salty, then the sand stuck to my skin. The sun was shining, but not so bright, but it was just right. The 5 o'clock degree Tucson, the breeze blew over my skin. I lied at 9 o'clock to the sun as if I was Jesus Christ on the cross. The waves crashed in my ears. There's something about the beach. Too bad there was not a crab on the beach. I would say sun, salt, sand, air, water, and crabs, but I can't because there was no crab. Too bad I am a realistic poet, not a fantasy poet. I could have the crab. Seeing reality has become my fantasy. I walked down the beach and came to the rocky beach. They said the east beach is more sandy. Better to go than to the east beach. So I went to the east beach, only to find more rocks. In the west beach, there was more color in the west beach. And as my legs twisted over the rocks, people always talk about so many things that I don't want to talk about. So I go alone to the beach to listen to the waves. Feel the salt and sand and wind, water, breeze, sun. Now most of the time I'm alone. I can hear myself now. Sometimes I go to Queens. She is the finest woman I know. I love her mind, so I want her body too. As I left, the leaves of the poplar trees flapped in the wind, saying goodbye. Peach poem, love poem. No one can follow my trail of ecstasy. No one can follow on my trail of ecstasy. Actually, that's not true. I found the one that can burn down this world because I left this world. I'm now in it. Because I left this world, I'm now in it. I write poetry almost endlessly and play Beethoven's last sonatas aggressively. Morning haiku, upright position, a bird sings, a timeless fantasy. One bent, one straight, fine flowered cotton blanket. White, the Gurbani Channel, June 22, 2014. Trumpet tune, marker of one note, harmony in phrase, grace notes added. Phrases lasting a breath, natural. What tonality wander, drift. Sunday, a drive to the beach, a drive to Queens, a church, a museum, a soccer game, a trip to the market. My baby grand and me, a trumpet tune would be good. For a song, a new poem. Why is there so many on June 22? Poker is good training for life. Poker is good training for life. Life is good training for poker. You don't show your hand in poker. You don't show your hand in business. Sometimes you bluff. Sometimes exaggerate. Other times psych. You don't overshare your life with others. You tell your personal issues and people will use it against you. In times of trouble, your friends and family all run away. Show weakness and expect to be exploited, the wise man says. I know nothing. Like Socrates or Captain Clank. Darshan says, spread the fragrance of love. And Captain Clink is from Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing. Summer solstice. Second version of a prior one. Under blue sky, a seagull flies. Poplar tree relieves the ripple, saying goodbye. The birds sing a song for the evening. Salt is encrusted in sand. Thoughts of love on the longest day. With a surge, I meet the sea with the longest flippers. Spring meets summer, day meets evening, water meets earth. Love has nothing to meet. It is the center of everything with nowhere to go and sits at the center of the heart. The love meets reason and reason crumbles. The day won't end. The sun did not get closer. It was the earth's angle that changed. My view of life has changed. The companion of my soul is love. When the sun sets, I will not grieve. Because there will be a new day. The sun will now rise northeast and set northwest with a big smile. Solstice, June 21, 2014, beach poem. You can kiss me. You can kiss me, and I would like to kiss you. You can wrap your arms around me, and I would like to put my arms around you. I want to touch you, and I want you to touch me. I would like you to say the things you want to say while you are close to me. I want to be close to you. When I have something to say to you, when you walk with me, I want you to hold my hand. When I walk with you, I want you to grab my hand. I like it when you make dinner for me. I would like to make dinner for you. When I find something beautiful, I want to share it with you. When you find something beautiful, I want you to share it with me. When you ask me to do something, I tend to do it. I don't tell you what to do because you are a woman, and since it is impossible to tell women what to do, then I don't. Everything that you do is already correct anyways. Henceforth, my loving you will be my routine, and you loving me, your routine. My love will be expressed in actions. Your actions are always lovable. When you are cold, you can cuddle against my warm body. When I am hot, I will cuddle next to your cold body. So it is wise if you were to kiss me. Kissing you is wise. There's poetry in your lips and also poetry in mine. Love poem. So it's a kind of poems there are. Beach poems, love poems, and mystic poems. Yeah, that's all there is, folks. The time runs out on the beach. Today I packed my onions to bring to your house. It is to reflect the sour nature of life without good wet kisses. Not just a greeting kiss, but a kiss for pleasure. Now the heat has risen so far, cooling our relationship. But dreams are of cool breezes. But lo and behold, even the beach is cruel, no breeze. I need not just wet kisses, but to smell peonies in the penthouse on a June night. For the light at the end of a pier in Gatsby. Not those things, really, because you know that the very rich were duller than you and me. But what those things evoked. The sardonic, bittersweet vocabulary of Cole Porter love songs, the sad, sentimental Rodgers and Hammerstein hard lyrics, Eureka Jong. I am back in my solitude, but solitude is un-American. As the temperature rises, the coolness of water just gets sweeter. Like passion is cooled by wet kisses, I seek the relief of the sea, even though it is shallow. Oh, what to do with the low tide, something that time will cure. With time, the music of the waves returns. How much time does it take to reach the desired state? There's no easy lunch for the gulls on an empty beach, so they fight. Time runs out on the beach. Beach poem, Jan 25, 2014. Beach and love poem. Part 18, finished. We were reading the poetry of David Smith. from the Smiling Whiteness. There's the duck. Part 18. Smiling Whiteness, the poetry of David Smith.